My journey to Northern Virginia FC started in January of 2021, and I think this is where I began to grow, not just as a player, but start to evolve as a person. I'm very passionate every time I put on the badge because I know there's a history there, and I know that there's people counting on us to represent this community. It's a special thing to play here at the stadium, and it's also a reminder for us. And we want to give more for this club because we know what the Shedas have done for us week to week and all year round as well. They offer a lot of guidance off the field, which was, especially for me, is exactly what I needed. I think they have definitely been, the best leaders I've had. The way the Shedas run Northern Virginia FC and how much time, energy, and care that they put into every session and game, I really appreciate everything they've done for me and for the club. No matter where I go, Northern Virginia FC will always be home.
So I started training with NoVa a few years ago, and every off-season it's been a place for me to come and improve myself. I'm always made to feel welcome, and I always feel like I belong here. And that really means a lot to me, and I'm just so grateful to the Sheda family for everything you guys do to make this training environment possible.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone at the Sheda family, Mo, AJ, Kareem. I know you guys do a lot for the club and all the players, whether it's setting up field times, all the money, time away from your families. I appreciate it a lot. All the guys appreciate it a lot. It means a lot, and I think you guys have created something really special within the club, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Coach Kareem, you always push me to be a better leader, and I feel like I've really developed over the past 2 years that I've been over at NoVa, and it's something I'll always be grateful for and always, keep close to me. This club, this team within Enlight and NoVa feels like a family, and I think it's something that's really special. So I want to say thank you to all of you for doing what you guys do, and happy holidays, and just know that everyone here appreciates you.
I just want to say thank you to you guys, not just for everything you've done for me on the field, but AJ and Kareem, your support and encouragement and advice off the field as a person these last couple of months has meant everything. Continuing my playing career post-college hasn't been easy. It's been really overwhelming and stressful at times, and you guys have been there to take some of that weight off and help me keep pushing forward, and that means so much to me. I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without all of your help and support, and I know you're going to be there going forward, and it's so meaningful, and I can't thank you guys enough.
I've known Kareem and AJ since I was like 3, and I probably started training with the men's team when I was about 10. And I've just known them because they've been like a part of my family, and I look up to them and I see them as like my second dads or like my brother. And I love training with the men like every summer and every winter and just like through the whole season, because like it's like basically a second home for me, and it's like where I can play without like a fear of making mistakes, or like I can just play like myself and be myself, and I'm very grateful for that.
I appreciate what they've given not only to me but my daughters. I've known Mo since I was probably 21. Played with probably the first edition of his team, and the guys that I grew up playing with became almost like brothers. And now they've allowed me to kind of bring my daughters into a very similar environment. And I am extremely thankful for how kind everyone is, especially AJ and Kareem and Mo. They've treated my daughters as if they were their own, and that's something that I'll never be able to repay.
Hey guys, it's KK. I just want to thank the Sheda family so much for everything you've done for NoVa FC. It's a place that I can call my family, my home, and a safe spot for me to go and have fun and enjoy the sport I love. One word that I would use to describe NoVa is empowering. I really think that in every single practice, there's at least one player out there on the field that feels empowered to be the best player they can be. And I think that's a result of the coaching staff, the way NoVa FC is brought up, their foundations, their morals and values. So empowering, that's my word.
Playing for NoVa has helped me throughout my footballing career, preparing me for college soccer, playing overseas after graduating, and then transitioning to the next stage of my life, which is now coaching and being around my family. I started playing with our U20 team 16 or 17 years old with AJ, moved up to the first team and made my first start in the old PDL league when I was 18 alongside some quality local players that I used to look up to, including Coach Kareem. Their dad, Coach Mo, used to yell at me every day for stupid stuff I did on and off the field, which pushed me to mature as a player and a person. Looking back on it, training in a competitive environment alongside other experienced senior players who had played professionally and internationally while I was still in high school was an invaluable experience that I couldn't have received anywhere else in the area after leaving DC United. 15 years later, and at the end of my playing days, I'm now one of those senior players, and it's a completely different feeling and role playing alongside local kids who I've actually coached, trained, or seen grow up in the Northern Virginia soccer community. I still get to compete at the semi-pro level alongside my brother Ahmed, and my family gets to watch us play and represent our area on a national stage. My wife and I have a daughter who's seen me play a few times now, and hopefully she loves the game enough to want to suit up for the women's team one day, an avenue that wouldn't even be possible without the support and passion of the Shetta family.
There's a quote that I once heard: sometimes you don't know what you're missing until you have it. For as long as I can remember, I've always been very aware of what I thought it felt like to belong, or in my case, to mostly not belong. I didn't know what true belonging felt like until NoVa FC. For me, it's more than having a club that supports both the women's and men's program. It's more than having men's players and their coaches respect our women's players. It's also more than being one of a few women who is accepted and respected while playing with the men's team. And perhaps it is more than the difference each of you are making for the next generation. For me, it's about the person I'm becoming because I've known you all. It's about the real relationships I've made with the people on this team. I've never really had a group of friends I felt safe and accepted. But this is something I always wanted. You all have given me my family by choice. People I would do anything to fight for and protect. While working for Melbourne Victory, I've learned not to overlook the people who are working hard behind the scenes and out of the public eye. I think that often it is easier for us to appreciate and acknowledge the sacrifices made by Mo, Kareem, and AJ. And so to end, I want to offer my sincerest appreciation and acknowledgement to the sacrifices made by Rosa and Sherry and hers and Kareem's children, Stella and Maddox. From the bottom of our hearts, all of us here at NoVa want to say,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Thanks, NoVa FC family.